Well, welcome to IHSAA basketball, boys basketball on Hamilton County TV, presented by Logan Street Signs, celebrating 25 years in business. I want to thank our sponsors, Logan Street Signs and Banners, Noblesville Trophies, Community Health Network, Church Hiddle and Anthem, Smith's Jewelers, Hamilton County Radio, the Hamilton County Reporter. I want to welcome you. I'm Perry Williams. Alongside me tonight is Brad Silbert. Welcome, Brad.
Well, thank you, Perry. It's great to be here in the Husky Dome, and I'll tell you, the weather is living up to their nickname. The Huskies, a Husky just loves cold weather.
Yeah.
And boy, Mother Nature brought us another case of frostbite tonight.
Absolutely, but it is not cold in here. It's heating up in here. A huge crowd on the Hamilton Heights side tonight. The band is playing. Right before we started going on the air, there was 132 future Hamilton Heights Husky cheerleaders on the floor, and like you said, it probably had to be from ages 5
they started at pre-K and went all the way up through junior high.
So it was a huge
and it was quite a sight for everybody to see. And I remember when my kids were little, when we would do things like this, everybody had their camcorder out. Now everybody's got their phones taking their videos. And
absolutely.
But quite a sight here, quite a night here at the Husky Dome here in Arcadia, Indiana, on the campus of Hamilton Heights High School. Perry, let's talk a little bit about these two teams. We got the Shamrocks coming in here, the visitors. They're 9-7 in the season, 1-5 in the Hoosier Crossroad. The Huskies are 11-6, 3-1 in the Hoosier Conference.
Hoosier Conference East.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah,
because they split them up in East and West. But it's a great crowd here tonight, and like Westfield, they're out of the Hoosier Crossroad Conference, and they got a good team. They're led by Zach Banks, a senior. He's averaging 18.6, which happens to be the second leading scorer in Hamilton County. The leading scorer in Hamilton County is playing for Hamilton Heights. It's a young sophomore, number 0, Gus Etchison. So you'll see those two guys match up. Also, starting for Westfield will be Chris Chin. He's a junior. Braden Smith, a freshman. He's 5'10". And, you and I have seen him earlier in the season. He can flat out shoot the three.
Yeah, we have seen the Shamrocks several times this season. This is what I would call right now a developing ball team. I mean, they're not, they're obviously not where they would like to be right now, but they're young and they're growing. But they got a lot of potential.
Absolutely, and then the rest of the lineups: Caleb Welch, he's a senior, he's averaging 13.4, and then Camden Simmons, who is averaging 2.3, and he's a junior. We're getting ready for the public address announcer, Greg Knapp, and we'll turn it over to him, but run through the Huskies real quick. Etchison, number 0, which we talked about. Isaac Hickok, number 2. Brent Pennington, number 14. A.J. Field, the senior, is number 15. And the kid that makes the Huskies go, Hudson Hostatler, number 24.
You look at the Huskies, Perry, they've got 3 guys averaging over 15 points per game. You don't see that very often.
Absolutely. And so it'll be, we'll turn it over to the public address announcer, Greg Knapp.
This man, that's 12-year Hamilton coach this evening, Mr. Stephen Knight. Also a tradition here at Hamilton Heights before our varsity contest, we have a sportsmanship creed that is read by a varsity player. Tonight, doing that honor is Mr. Brent Pennington.
We wish to thank you for your attendance at today's Hamilton Heights High School boys basketball game. At the same time, we ask you to be positive and supportive of all the athletes, officials, and coaches. Please do not engage in unsportsmanlike conduct towards anyone involved with today's contest or draw negative attention towards yourself. Remember that sportsmanship has a face, yours. Again, please let the players play, the coaches coach, and the officials officiate, and the spectators be positive. Thank you for your help and cooperation.
Thank you to Brent. Once again, good evening and welcome to Hamilton Heights High School. The home of the Huskies. It's my privilege on behalf of the Hamilton Heights community, our faculty, staff, and our student body to welcome varsity boys coach Shane Sumner, principal Stacy McGuire, athletic directors Bill Davis and Andy Kelly, and the Westfield Shamrocks to Hamilton Heights this evening. Also, welcome you, the youth cheerleading squad, and you, the Husky faithful, back for another exciting evening of Husky basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starters for this evening's varsity contest. First to the visitors, the Shamrocks of Westfield High School. Starting at guard position, a 6-foot senior wearing number 10, Zach Banks. Also at guard position, a 5'10" junior wearing number 12, Chris Chin. Also at guard position, a 5'10" freshman wearing number 15, Brayton Smith. Also at guard position, a 6'1" senior wearing number 24, Caleb Welch. And at center, a 6'5" junior wearing number 30, Kingdom Simons. And the head coach of the Shamrocks, Mr. Shane Sumner.
Well, Pat, it's always exciting to the Husky introductions. Greg Knapp does a great job with the introductions.
I'm kind of wondering, Perry, if what we're going to see tonight, if we're going to see a run and gun shooting type game, or if these teams are going to fall back and play defense. You got two high scoring teams here with the Shamrocks averaging 59.9 and the Huskies average 67.6. Put Etchison and Banks on the floor together, and you got a combination there of almost 45 points a game. Huskies with the initial tip. In the corner, three on the way from Hochstetter. He misses. Rebounded by Braden Smith. Smith sets up the offense for the Shamrocks.
You can't let Braden Smith take that three now. He's shooting 45% from the three-point line, so he can actually shoot very, very well from the outside.
Chris Chin taking his time to set up the offense into the lane. Thought he was going to drive, but instead the drive takes place by Zach Banks, and he misses. So Rather, he makes that, so it's 2-0, excuse me. Banks with the first 2 points of the game. Etchison on the ball for the first time tonight. He's looking around back in the corner. That's Leininger. He misses. Another rebound by Braden Smith. Smith to Chin. We're about a minute into this game. Shamrocks with a 2-0 lead so far. Easy rebound there by number 24, Caleb Welsh, and gets it inside. And the Shamrocks have jumped out to a 4-0 lead here early, and we got the first foul being called to the game. Chris Chin picks up the personal. Gus Etchison setting up the offense for the Huskies. A little bit of pressure from Braden Smith, but not a lot. Etchison looking for help, going back and forth. Etchison drives, gets it under the net. Shot up there by Leininger. He misses. And in the scrum, the Shamrocks come back up with the ball into inside, and that's number 24, Caleb Welsh. That's 4 points for Welsh already, isn't it, Perry?
No, Braden Smith. Banks got the first two, then Braden Smith, and then Welsh.
Huskies yet to get on the board here. About a minute and 10 seconds gone. There's 3 on the way with Etchison. He misses. Good rebound there by Chin. Shamrocks bring it down quickly, but retreat. Banks in the corner to Welsh. Welsh back, looking for help. Gets it Simmons. Simmons misses. Rebounded by Leininger. Etchison comes down. Etchison looking to get the Huskies on the board behind 6-0 at the 5:15 mark here in the first quarter. Pennington, long three. I believe that was Leiner who took that shot, and he missed.
It was. 24 is Hostetler.
All the way into the corner. Caleb Welsh gets a three-pointer, and he's got 5 points already in this game.
Huskies have called a timeout. They're down 9-0. Logan Street Signs, celebrating over 27 years. Logan Street Signs and Banner specialize in that last-minute signage and banners. Serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200 or check them out on their website, loganstreetsigns.com.
You know, Perry, Coach Ballinger decided to take a timeout here, and I think it was a very well-advised timeout. It's not that the Huskies haven't been getting the shots. They've been getting shots, but they just have not been able to get them through the net so far. And the Shamrocks, here at 4:45 in the first quarter, already have a 9-0 lead. Let's see what the Huskies do on this one. Is Hostetler setting up the offense this time. A little bit of pressure from Braden Smith. Etchison tries to dribble around inside. That one's rolled up there by Leininger, and he missed, but he's going to get 2 shots, I believe. Camden Simons picks up the foul. That's the second one of the half on the Shamrocks. That'll put Leininger at the line for 2. Gets the first. Gets both. So the Huskies finally get on the board via the free throw. Braden Smith setting up, gets it under the net, but the ball goes out of bounds off of the hands of Zach Banks. And the Huskies are going to have an opportunity to cut into this 9-2 lead at 4 minutes and 9 seconds of the first quarter. Hotstetler setting it up. Etchison over in the corner. 3 on the way from Pennington. He misses. Rebounded by the Shamrocks. Shamrocks turn it right over. Here comes Hochstetter. Out in the corner. Up top is A.J. Field. Etchison taking a couple shots but hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Right under the basket to Leininger, and Leininger gets the first field goal of the game for the Huskies. So Leininger has got all 4 of the points so far for the Huskies. 9-4 here, 3:20 left here in the first quarter. Huskies on the move, intercepted there by Caleb Welsh, right under the basket, laid up there by Zach Banks, and Banks has got 4 already, Perry.
Yeah, that's what Banks is much like Etchison. They like to drive to the bucket, so there's Etchison for 3 off the mark.
This is short. Another one and done. Caleb Welsh with the rebound. Long 3 on the way from Welsh. He misses. Recovered by Etchison. Etchison down into the corner. A.J. Field with it. Gets it over to Leininger. Leininger looking for help. Back to Field. Field out to Etchison. Etchison is going to draw the foul against Chris Chin. That's going to be 2 fouls on Chris Chin.
Yeah, he's got the assignment tonight to guard Etchison. It's going to be a pretty tough task.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one. Hotstetler setting up. Braden Smith is on him. Now Etchison. Etchison on the baseline, gets it out high. In the corner. 3 on the way from Hotstetler, and he makes it. So the Huskies have cut this from a 9-0 deficit to an 11-7 deficit here at 1:56 mark of the first quarter. Right under the basket. Nice move there by Caleb Welsh. And Welsh, I got him with 7 points already, Perry. Long 3 on the way again. That one is good by A.J. Field. And all of a sudden, this game has just turned totally around. 13-10 now at the 139 mark in favor of the Shamrocks.
Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies, corporate awards, and in-house embroidery. Noblesville Trophies provides you with that same-day service for those last-minute decisions. You can contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out on their website, noblesvilletrophies.com.
Well, you know, since Coach Ballinger took that time out here just a few minutes ago, Perry, the Huskies are on a 10-4 run. They were down 9-0 about 2.5 minutes ago. Coach Ballinger called a timeout. Now, Coach Sumter has called a timeout to settle his team down and try to get them back in the pace of the game. Zach Banks brings the ball up court for the for the Shamrocks, rather. Banks taking his time, a little bit of pressure from Etchison. Passes it across to Welsh. Welsh gets it low, back to Welsh. Banks. That one goes out of bounds. An unforced turnover there.
Basically,
by
it was
the
just
Shamrocks.
Somebody head the wrong way.
Yeah, zigged when they should have zagged.
Yeah.
Huskies with a chance to either tie this or make it a 1-point game. Etchison with 1:05 left here in the first quarter, a 13-10 lead for the Shamrocks. In the corner, that's Pennington. He misses. We're going to get a foul called on that, and I think that's going to go against the Huskies. I believe that's going to...
Yeah, Leininger went over the top.
Leininger went over the back. First foul of the half for the Huskies. And that'll bring number 44, Zach Byer, into the game for the Shamrocks. Zach Bank kind of stopped by the bench there to talk to Coach Sumter to say, hey, what are we doing here, Coach? I would assume at this point that the Shamrocks will probably play for the last shot of the quarter here. Well played quarter by both teams so far, with the Shamrocks jumping out to that 9-0 lead early.
Yeah, especially after the Huskies got a bad start.
Yeah, they did. They were cold. Well, they got a little bit of confidence, and Leininger and Field hit some field goals. Hochstetter hit a big three. We're under 15 seconds now. Inside, there's the jump shot by Simons. He misses, but he's going to go to the line and shoot two. Hochstetler picks up the foul, second one on the Huskies. And that'll put Camden Simons at the line for first two free throws of the night for the Shamrocks. First one just does not quite get that roll, Perry. .4 left here in the first quarter, 3-point lead for the Westfield Shamrocks. Camden Simons with one more free throw left here. That one goes through. So he's 1 for 2 from the line so far tonight. Etchison with a long one, just barely misses. In the last second desperation shot by the Shamrocks is no good. We're through one with the Westfield Shamrocks ahead of the Hamilton Heights Huskies, 14-10.
Community Health is Central Indiana's leader in providing health care services where and when patients need them. With any questions, you can contact Community Health at 317-355-7775 or contact them on their website, ecommunity.com. Hey, check out Hamilton County Internet Radio. Listen 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on Hamilton County Radio. Classic radio shows, mystery and romance theater, westerns like Gunsmoke, Lone Ranger, Roy Rogers, comedy shows like Bob Hope, Adam and Costello, Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis, mixed with relaxing music, live sports, and podcasts. Check out the website or upcoming live broadcast, HamiltonCountyRadio.com.
We've got 8 minutes gone in this. We're at the end of the first quarter. 4-point lead for the Westfield Shamrocks here from the Husky Dome. Nice and warm inside here tonight.
Yeah, nice and cozy. But Etchison back in the game for the Huskies, and Leininger is taking his break. Corey Vine Fault come in earlier for Hutchison at the end of the first quarter, and so Etchison can get a little rest.
You got to give the Shamrocks credit. They've held Gus Etchison scoreless so far.
There he is, Braden
Smith.
Nice
long three by Braden Smith. That gives him 5 points so far. Smith averages 11.9.
And he's deadly at the three.
Etchison in the corner. Field. Etchison. He gets bumped. I believe that's going to be before the shot. I think that's a...
I think he called it on the floor, Brad.
Yes. Benji Welsh, who is in the game for the Shamrocks, picks up the foul. Pennington trying to get it inbounds, does get it inbounds.
Von Felt with the ball for the Huskies.
Field takes a 10-foot jump shot. Once again, the Huskies they can't seem to get that roll tonight on the backboard and on the rim, Perry.
Nope.
17-10. 7 minutes remaining in the first half. Shamrocks out in front. Banks setting up the offense. Eli Patchett seeing his first action of the night out there. Here's Banks once again. He shoots, he misses. That one goes off the Huskies last, so
I think Pennington hit the ball.
Yeah, Shamrocks will retain possession of the ball. Inbounds. Benji Welsh with the ball out on top of the three-point line. Patchett back to Welsh. Smith getting some pressure from Gus Etchison, not a whole lot. Back to Padgett. Over to Chin. Dropped off for Smith. Smith takes a 10-foot jump shot. He misses. Nice rebound there by Pennington to take the ball away from the Shamrocks. I thought they might have a chance for an offensive rebound. 3 on the way. That one misses once again. Field misses. Rebounded by Zach Banks. Braden Smith with it. Under the net. Back in the corner. 3 on the way from Padgett. He misses. That ball's going to go back into the hands of the Westfield Shamrocks. Recovered by Braden Smith. Right in front of the Shamrock bench. Huskies trying to make that breakaway there, Perry, and they just overlet it. 5:30 remaining in the second quarter. 17-10 in favor of the Westfield Shamrocks.
The Rocks won't get in too much of a hurry here with a 7-point lead.
Yeah, they have definitely slowed things down since they rebuilt that lead. It was 13-10. Or 14-10 at halftime.
Well, you got one team that doesn't care about running, and you got another team that wants that up-tempo in the Huskies. The Huskies want to go quickly.
Yeah. Well, you can tell that by their average scoring.
Oh,
is
absolutely.
67.6. There's a 3.
You can't let him shoot the 3. That's
Long 3 by Braden Smith, and he's got 8 points already tonight.
People are going to have to get in his face if they're going to stop Braden Smith. Nice job by Hostetler.
Hostetler picks up the 2-point goal.
He's got 5.
Huskies need a stop here, Perry. They're down by 8 points.
Yeah, they don't need to.
They certainly don't want to get down by 10 or more before the half. Zach Banks under the basket to Smith. He elects not to shoot, takes it back out beyond the 3-point line. Smith doubled, manages to get it over to Simons. Simons sends it out to Padgett. Back to Zach Banks. Banks drives, takes a little 5-foot floater, does not get the roll, but the ball is
jump ball
held, yes. I thought Padgett was going to be shooting 2 there, but instead it turns out to be a jump ball, and the arrow is going in favor of the Hamilton Heights Huskies.
Those are little things that Hudson Hostetler does, number 24, that he doesn't get, it's not in the score box all the time.
Well, it's so important to have that good supporting cast. Under the basket, Etchison was right there. He could not get the shot off, but he loses the ball out of bounds, and the Shamrocks will take it over. Another Husky turnover. Gus Etchison over halfway through the second quarter, and he has not scored yet, Perry. How unusual is that?
It's very unusual. Of course, last week on Tuesday night against Sheridan, he had 6 points at the half and ended up with 28, but yeah, they're doing a good job. Coach Sumner's a very good basketball coach.
Smith outside again. 3 on the way from Welsh. He misses. Recovered by Smith. Benji Welsh with the ball. He dribbles in. Off the backboard. Does not get the roll. And a good defensive rebound there by A.J. Field. Hostetler setting up the offense. Tries to drive. That one is stolen by Benji Welsh. Welsh takes it all the way. And he had just enough interference on that from the Husky defender to bat that ball away. But the Huskies will get possession of the ball as A.J. Field sets to inbounds it to Hudson Hochstetler.
That could have been huge right there. That basket could have really put the Huskies in the hole.
They're down by 8 here with 2 minutes and 30 seconds here in the first half. 20-8 in favor of the Shamrocks. Hochstetler dribbling all around, takes a 10-foot jump shot and gets it. I got him for 7 now, Perry.
Yeah, this Hudson Hochstetler is not a big scorer. He only averages 6.8, so, and he's already got 7, so. Zach
Banks, with the shot. He misses.
Oh, man, they're just completely out of sync.
Hochstetler lost the ball out of bounds, and we're going to get 3 substitutions coming into the game for the Shamrocks. Number 12, Chris Chin is back in. Also in number 44, Zach Byer.
I think Coach Sumner's trying to keep those guys fresh in there to put a lot of pressure on the offensive scorers for the Huskies.
3 on the way, missed by Braden Smith.
Back.
We've got a foul called after the basket on the floor.
Von Felt.
Corey Von Felt going to pick that up. Only the 3rd foul of the half so far on the Huskies with 1:42 remaining here till halftime. Banks back and forth, gets it over to Caleb Welsh. And Welsh has got 9 now in the first half. Here's Etchison for 3. And that is what the Huskies need, Perry, and they need him to get going. And maybe that'll open up the scoring for him now that he's got that first one through the net. Maybe he'll feel a little more comfortable.
Yeah, because he didn't hit any threes the other night against Sheridan. He's kind of struggled at the three-point line, but he's such a good dribble drive type player, and that's where he's been getting a lot of his points lately.
Banks takes it back in the corner to Banks again on the right side, and back-to-back threes there. Still an 8-point lead for the Westfield Shamrocks as we are under a minute here in the first half. What a half it's been, Perry. Just about what we expected. Shamrocks are just about at their average, but they have done a good job defensively holding the Huskies well below their average. They average close to 35 points a half, and they have got 17 points in this one. Almost a backcourt violation there.
Chin's doing an excellent job on Etchison. They're trying to get the ball to him.
10 seconds. Etchison with the ball. He's got Chin on him. Under the basket. Put up, missed. And that's going to be the final shot of the first half. So after 16 minutes of basketball, the Westfield Shamrocks have got 25. The Hamilton Heights Huskies have 17. We'll be back with our halftime activities after these messages from our sponsors.
When medical care is needed, where will you turn? With Community's Connect to Care program, one call or click finds you the closest open appointment. Request a time yourself or let us do it. From a primary care doctor or virtual visit to a med check or community clinic at Walgreens. Just call or click. You can go right to our website or to me. Connect to Care from Community.
Are you tired of watching your favorite IHSA broadcasts on your small mobile device? You can now watch them on your TV with new apps for Apple TV, Android TV, Amazon Fire, and Roku. Brought to you by the IHSAA and Blue Frame Technology.
First apartment. Dog named Bella. Boyfriend, TJ. With the sweet ride and the bad secrets. Exit TJ. Hey, it's Eric. Wedding, Eric Jr., new house. Luckily, once a year, Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance checks to see if we're paying too much or cover too little.
Find an agent and stop knocking on wood.
Hey Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry-out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
Superheroes come in all shapes and sizes. They don't always meet in an underground fortress. Sometimes they meet in places that appear to be very ordinary to most people. But inside, there are heroes in training. Some are smart, strong, or brave. Maybe they can build cities, or heal people when they get hurt. But even superheroes need some help sometimes. With your support, we can change the world. Together, we are a force that can't be defeated. Support the club. Save the world. Support your local superheroes and donate now to the Boys and Girls Club of Noblesville at bgcni.org.
Welcome back to Hamilton Heights at the Husky Dome here, where the score is Westfield 25, Hamilton Heights 17. And I have a guest tonight, Dr. Arrowood. Welcome, Dr. Arrowood.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Welcome back to Hamilton Heights. You guys are getting to be a regular visitor to our
Absolutely. This is the second time this week. It's good to be here, and I see your students are out there selling donuts here at the halftime. Man, you can't beat that, right?
The Husky Dome is a great place to be anytime, but especially on a cold Friday night in early February. The house is rocking. We got an old range line conference matchup going on with the Shamrocks and the Huskies, back to my days in the 80s, and watching these guys go after it, and donuts are good. The basketball team selling donuts as a fundraiser. I'm
always
some.
Always
so good night to be a Husky, and the house is full too. We had our little cheerleaders out here tonight with our cheer program, and our varsity and JV cheerleaders do a clinic, and so we had 130 girls out there doing their cheerleading. Jerry Cook's in the house. I mean, anytime Mr. Cook's here, you know it's a celebration. I mean, you've got the hero of Cicero in the house tonight.
That's right. Well, let's talk a little bit about you're doing a little bit of expansion on the school. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Well, we view it as a reconfiguration more than an expansion. We discovered, and this has been going on for about a 7 to 10 year process right now. When Mr. Cook, Tony Cook, was the superintendent that I replaced, now State Representative Cook, he and Peggy Jackson and the school board around 2012 started a process called Project Vision, and we really looked at our facilities to see how we could better use our facilities so we could drive more money to the classroom. So how could we be more efficient in our classroom space? So what we decided to do is take 4 buildings of students and make that into 3 buildings of students. Tomorrow at the current middle school, which in 1986 when I graduated from Hamilton Heights was the high school, we will rededicate the gymnasiums in that building. We spent quite a bit of capital funds this summer on reinventing heating and air conditioning in that building, redoing the locker rooms in that building, the concession stand, really sprucing up the 2 gyms. The back part of that building will eventually be demolished and will allow us room for expansion. And the reason we're tearing that back part down is that's there's about 8 different renovations that have gone to that building since 1957 when it was first opened. And what we found is the bones of the building that was originally built in 1957, which is that West Gym, are outstanding. Some of our renovations and additions haven't held up quite as well, and they're really hard to renovate to state-of-the-art learning facilities. And so on our 3 properties on State Road 19, the current elementary, the current primary school, and the current high school, we've been able to do quite a bit of renovation in those buildings to turn those into state-of-the-art learning facilities. Eventually, our current elementary school will be a 5 through 8 middle school, and our current primary school will be a K-4 elementary school, and our high school building will remain the same 9 through 12. And that will take place at the beginning of the 2020-2021 school year. So we're really excited about that. We're getting close to seeing the end times of that. This building actually is going to see quite a bit of renovation as soon as basketball season's over. We're going to add a north vestibule on this building and recreate the athletic entrance and really celebrate the history that is Hamilton Heights since 1967. And then that current middle school, which will be called our Student Activity Center, starting in 2020, we're going to celebrate Jackson Central. We're going to celebrate the Arcadia Dragons, the Cicero Red Devils,
Walnut Grove.
The Walnut Grove Wolves. We're going to bring White River Township into it as well. The Atlanta Gophers or the Atlanta Cardinals, depending how far back you go, and celebrate some of that history. So we've had a committee working on that as well. We really want to celebrate the past while we look towards the future and create. And our main goal in all this was to drive more money to our classrooms and our teachers and create state-of-the-art learning spaces. So we're really excited about that. So tomorrow, 11 o'clock, ribbon cutting at Hamilton Heights Middle School. There's a big middle school wrestling tournament. That East Gym there, we've designed now to be our primary wrestling facility. We put the way we've renovated that will be not only our middle school wrestling facility, but also our high school. And it'll be a community center as well for our youth basketball programs to play at on Saturdays. And it was really important for us to keep a presence in Arcadia. We knew that we recognize that as a school system, we're one of the prime economic developers in this community as well. We want people to want to come here to go to school. We also want them to go to our facilities and be able to participate in some of the businesses that are in Arcadia. And so there's going to be a long-term presence in Arcadia.
You know, the one thing I will have to say, Dr. Arrowood, on that ribbon cutting ceremony tomorrow at the middle school, that facility is outstanding, what you've done up there with it, and those old locker rooms and the restroom facilities, the concession stand, it's top notch.
Well, and you know, it reminds me a little bit of if you're a Purdue fan and you remember Purdue basketball in the 80s, and in the way you watched that on TV, it looked kind of dark and not too bright, and all of a sudden, you know, they put new lighting in Mackey Arena, and it really lightened that place up. And that's what those 2 gyms look like. They have been rejuvenated, especially that West Gym that was built in 1957. If you're in there, it looks like a brand new facility. In the East Gym, which was built in the early 1990s, man, it looks great. So we're really excited about the opportunities they're going to create for our kids, and not just in the future, but as that is a middle school for the next year and a half, that's a great physical education facility for that staff as well.
Well, thanks a lot, Dr. Arrowood, for taking time out of your busy schedule and coming here and interviewing. Appreciate it.
We will revisit the Rangeline Conference later, but go Huskies.
All right. We're getting ready to start the second half here. Brad's getting his headphones back on here, and Westfield's got the ball. Welch will be passing it in to Smith. We'll see what Coach Ballinger had words of wisdom to talk to the Huskies about at halftime, and what adjustments Coach Sumner's made with the Rocks.
Shamrocks with the initial possession here of the half. Chris Chin driving.
Looks like a foul's on the floor.
Yeah,
Brad.
I think they're going to call that on the floor.
I think it's going to be on Hudson Hostetler, too.
Speaking of Hostetler, his younger brother Harrison was up here selling Krispy Kreme donuts
Really?
to raise money. Yeah. We told him we'd give him a shout out and thank him for providing the donut. Well, actually, Will bought them.
That's good.
Can you
for
believe
Will.
that Will
bought them from Jim's money?
That's right. Yeah.
Thank you, Jim.
You know, when you're the CEO of Wofford Enterprises.
Oh, man, Hostetler going to get caught on another one.
Yeah, that's 2 in a row on
so that's
Hudson
3
Hostetler. That's three fouls on him. They cannot afford to have him out of this game.
Especially, he's the quarterback of that team, and he makes it go.
That's going to put Chris Chin at the line shooting too. Hochstetler, he's not a big scorer, but you look at other things. When he does score, he's 48% from the free throw or from the 3-point line, 65% free throw shooter. So his contribution, he may not be getting it on field goals all the time, but he's definitely, as you say, the quarterback of this team. Both shots by Chin are good. Makes it a 10-point lead for the Shamrocks. Huskies with their first possession of the game. Hostetler with it. Field back in the corner. That one went to Pennington. He missed. Ball went out of bounds. And they're going to say it was last touched by the Huskies. Go over to the Shamrocks.
I'm pretty sure it was A.J. Field that went off his hands. He was the taller of the two people. And
well, being as all the way down court from us, I could not tell from here. But old Eagle Eye Perry, you got that. You got the call, man. Braden Smith setting up the offense for the Shamrocks. Caleb Welsh over in the corner, and Chris Chin.
Caught for the travel there.
Yeah, he got called for the travel and picks up the first turnover of the half. About a minute and a half into this, Rocks with a 10-point lead. 3 on the way.
A.J. Field.
Yeah, Field. If the Huskies are going to get back into this, they got to get Field, and they've got to get Etchison into this game. He needs a huge second half. Smith back in the corner to Caleb Welch. He misses. Rebounded finally into the hands of the Shamrocks, but Camden Simmons double dribbled. And he did it not only right in front of us, he did it right in front of the referee, too. I could have called that one, Perry. Corey Von Felt comes back in for the Huskies. Seven-point lead for the Shamrocks. About 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. Nice little floater there. Is he going to get the roll? Yes, he does, and A.J. Field gets the roll. He's got 5 points already here in the third quarter for the Huskies. Huskies have it down to 5. The layup missed, rebounded, finally picked up by Hochstetler. He's going to go end-to-end on it, puts the jumper up and gets it. Great move there by Hudson Hochstetler. And the Shamrock coaching staff wants to talk about it, and they call a 30-second timeout, Perry.
Since the establishment of Church Hidland Anthem in 1880, our neighbors, our community leaders, businesses, and school districts have placed their trust in us to solve their most challenging legal issues. We have a rich history of helping other clients when they need it the most. Give us a call at 317-773-2190.
Good timeout there by Coach Sumter. He could feel that the
old Mo was switching.
Yeah, it was moving. And the Shamrocks without a field goal so far here in the first 2.5 minutes of this half. They do have 2 points. They were on free throws by Chin. In the corner there's Chin for 3. He misses. Rebounded by Etchison. Will he take it all the way? He does. Lays it up and gets the roll.
In the open floor, Gus is tough to stop. He has a wide range of shooting.
Well, that's exactly what Coach Ballinger wants to see from him in this second half. He's got to see more of Gus Etchison if they're going to get back into this game. 3 on the way from Braden Smith. He misses. Etchison with the rebound again. Will he try to go all the way again? No, he does not. Backs it off over into the corner to Hochstetler. Hochstetler setting up the offense for the Huskies. 1 point lead now for the Shamrocks. They led by 8 at halftime. Field with 3. He's got it. A.J. Field with his 3rd three-pointer of the night, in the Hamilton Heights Huskies parry their first lead of the night by 2 points.
Their intensity on defense is much better here the third quarter. Travel, yeah.
Banks hesitated a couple times there and just shuffled the feet.
You can't do
turns
that
over
anymore.
the ball.
I mean,
No.
they're going to get you every time.
And you know, with these officiating crews the way they are now, we've only got 2 officials on the floor tonight, but
No, there's 3.
I'm sorry, there is 3. But the side official, the downside official, that play happened right in front of him. Etchison over to Pennington. Out to Field. Field, tried to get it out there to Pennington and missed. Another turnover for the Huskies, but they have a 2-point lead now. 3:45 here in the third quarter, 29-27. Shamrocks have come back from a double-digit deficit here to take a 2-point lead here in the third quarter at the Husky Dome. I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. Thank you for joining us tonight here on Hamilton County Television. We appreciate you being with us. Nice floater in there by Braden Smith. He just does not get the roll. Wide open 3 for A.J. Field, and he's got another 3. Perry, I've got him for 14 points so far.
I think he feels it, don't you?
Oh, he feels it. We're wasting 1.
Field feels it.
Yeah. 5-point lead now. A 15-2 run in this quarter for the Huskies. And we're going to have a foul called there. I think that may go on Von Felt. Yes, it does. That's going to be his second one of the half. Three on the way there for the Shamrocks. Nothing but net for Eli Patchett, his first field goal of the night. Cuts the lead to 2. Another 3 on the way. Nothing but net again.
He is on fire.
A.J. Field has just drained his 17th point of the night.
And his 5th 3.
All but 3 of those have come in this third quarter, Perry. He's had an amazing quarter. Another 3 on the way for the Shamrocks. That one does not fall. And Etchison has got the ball. He's taking down into the corner. Field again. This time he's a little bit short, but misses. Etchison with the rebound. Etchison for 3. He's got it. Gus Etchison. He's come alive here in the second half. And the Shamrocks call another timeout. That will have to be a full timeout. So let's hear from another one of our great Hamilton County television sponsors, Perry.
Smith's Jewelers has been serving Hamilton County, including Noblesville, Fishers, Westfield, and Carmel for over 65 years. Many jewelry stores have come and gone, yet Smith's remains. If one were to ask how and why, the answer would be our outstanding jewelry selection and customer service. The knowledgeable staff at Smith's Jewelers is eager to give our customers a memorable, positive experience. You can contact them at 317-773-3383.
And Perry, I got to add a little comment about Smith's Jewelers. What happens in 6 days?
Valentine's Day.
Where else but Smith's Jewelers would be the perfect place to get that lady of yours a gift for Valentine's Day?
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, we got a heck of a ball game going here, but the difference in this ball game is the Huskies has hit 5 3-pointers here in the third quarter, and 4 of them have been A.J. Field, and the last one by Gus Etchison. So
5 3-pointers, 2 2-pointers for 19 points here in this quarter so far.
And the Huskies are up 38-30.
Shamrocks trying to get things set up. Caleb Welsh under the basket gets it to Zach Breyer, and Zach Breyer picks up his first 2 points of the night to stop some of the bleeding. Von Felt trying to set up the offense for the Huskies. They're really hustling out there, Perry. Look at Etchison just moving back and forth.
Yeah, he's trying to get the ball.
He's got Eli Patchett on him right now. Ball in the hands of Etchison. Etchison trying to get things set up or find himself a lane. So far, he hasn't been able to find that lane. Back to Von Felt.
That's the one thing that
Von Felt with a 3. That one misses. That's finally rebounded by Eli Patchett for the Rocks. End to end, that's 24. Caleb Welsh, he misses.
Foul's going to be on Etchison, I believe.
Yes, it is. Gus Etchison. That's his first. Only the third team foul of the half for the Huskies. Shamrocks with no team fouls so far here, and we're 7 minutes into this half. Shamrocks with the reverse layup. It's missed.
I think Etchison got the hand on it a little bit.
Yeah, rebounded by Field. Field gets it into the corner. Back out to Etchison. Etchison sets the offense for Chad Ballinger. Etchison just backing up into that corner there.
He would love to see that lane clear up a little bit.
Oh, he would. Caleb Welsh giving him just a little bit of token pressure, and Welsh is going to pick up the foul.
That's the first foul, like you said.
Yeah.
On the Rocks.
First foul on Welsh also. 35.1 left here in the third quarter. Another quick substitution for the Shamrocks. That brings in number 23, Benji Welsh, also back in for the Shamrocks. Number 12, Chris Chin. 38-32 in favor of the Huskies. Huskies make a substitution.
Hostetler comes back in.
Hudson Hostetler back in.
He's got 3 fouls, so, he got a little bit of rest.
He's got to be a little careful.
Yeah.
This hasn't been a real physical game, but Coach Ballinger certainly does not want to lose Hostetler, and I'm a little surprised they put him in at this point.
The shot's probably going to be taken by Etchison or Field. You're pretty sure on that.
Hostetler, under 15 seconds. Etchison is alone in the corner. Field has got it. 4 seconds. Field takes a 3. In and out. Rebounded out of bounds. So we are through 3 quarters here at the Husky Dome, with the Hamilton Heights Huskies leading the Westfield Shamrocks 38-32.
I'd like to update you a little bit this week here at the Husky Dome. On February 15th, it'll be the Hoosier playoff here at Hamilton Heights. So I think it's going to probably be Lafayette Central Catholic will come here at Hamilton Heights on the 15th. And then on the 16th, the Huskies will travel at Peru. And then their last game is here at home against Harrison for the final game of the season on 2/19. All those games will be seen on Hamilton County TV, compliments of Put Me in Sports. So they'll be doing the broadcasting for that, but it'll be played over Hamilton County TV.
Well, speaking of Hamilton County Television, Perry, you and I are hitting the road tomorrow. We're going to be up in Kokomo for the regional for the girls, the IHSAA basketball tournament. We're going to see first thing in the morning at 10 o'clock. We're going to see the Hamilton Southeastern Royals and the Carroll Chargers. Following that, it will be The Zionsville Eagles, who was one of the 2 teams in the state final last year, against Homestead, who won it all 2 years ago. So we got some good basketball coming up tomorrow. Hope you'll join us.
A lot of champions have come out of that regional.
Etchison for 3. He's got it. Wow. Gus Etchison has come to life. He's now in double figures. He may have a tough time making his average at 24, but he's at 11 right now. Shamrocks looking for help. Banks misses. Recovered by Banks. Out in the corner. That one goes out of bounds, but last touch by A.J. Field. So the Shamrocks will retain possession. Shamrocks are down by 9 here with 7:23 remaining here in the fourth quarter. This has been a seesaw battle, Perry.
Oh, this is going to be
Shamrocks
a ball game.
jumped out to a 9-0 lead. Huskies drew close, then they went back out to a 10-point lead. And then in the third quarter, it was all Shamrocks outscoring the Huskies 21-7. We're going to have a foul called here on the Shamrocks on number 44, Zach Byer. Probably not a bad foul for him to take because the Huskies were off to the races down the court there. 21-7 in that quarter. The Huskies outscored the Shamrocks. Etchison driving on Chin. Etchison takes it out. 3 on the way for
holy cow,
Brett Pennington. He gets his first points of the night. But boy, they couldn't come at a more opportune time. A 12-point lead now.
I believe that
for
was
the Huskies.
Hostetler.
I thought it was 14.
No, it was Field, I thought.
Oh, I thought it was 14.
Okay.
Well, whatever.
Up and
nice,
good.
Yeah, nice move inside by Breyer to get the 2 points. One way or the other, they got 3 points.
That's right. And that's all that matters, right?
Yeah.
That's Breyer's 4th point here.
Yep. Hochstetler setting it up, playing with 3 fouls. There's Field for 3. Misses, rebounded. And there's going to be a foul there called on. I believe that's going to go on Cray Leininger. If I got the call right here. No, excuse me. That goes on. I thought that was going to go. I thought that was going to go on the Huskies, Perry, but it goes on Breyer. That's his third team foul of the half. So the Huskies will retain possession. Back out. Long 3 on the way.
That's Pennington.
Yep, Pennington again. 47-34. Favor of the Huskies. Shamrocks. 10-foot jumper gets missed. Nice rebound there by Cray Leininger. And who else has got the ball but Gus Etchison. Etchison drives, puts it out, back out high. Here comes Field again, and A.J. Field gets 2 more. End to end. Are they going to count that, or is that going to...
Foul's going to be on Hostetler, though.
Yep, that is going to count. And that is going on Hochstetler. That will be his 4th. That could be a difference maker in this game. So count the bucket for Zach Banks. He's going to have 1 free throw.
That's his first 2 points of this second half.
Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. He gets the free throw.
There again, that's another player, 2, 4, 6, 9. I mean, he's got 10 points right now, and he averages around 19. So.
Yeah. Have to see what happens here with Hochstetler on the bench. Field once again. Von Felt. Etchison being trailed by Chris Chin.
I think you could probably tell him what kind of gum he's chewing. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't doubt that. Inside, turnaround jumper by Leininger. He misses.
That's going to be on Pennington.
Pennington is going to pick up that one. That will be his first. 5th team foul of the half, so we're almost starting to get to the point where here with 5 minutes left in this game that we may see some 1-and-1s here. Shamrock's got to make something happen. They're down by 12. Caleb Welsh. Back to Chin. Chin puts it up. Gets the roll. That's 4 points for Chris Chin. 10-point lead for the Huskies. I don't think, with these two teams, I don't think any lead is really safe with over 4 minutes left.
Not with the, when you have Welch and Smith, I mean, and then you have Etchison and Fields on the other end. I mean, these guys can shoot the three. Celebrating over 27 years, Logan Street Signs and Banners specialize in that last-minute signage of banners. Serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200 or check them out on LoganStreetSigns.com.
Perry, there is one advantage to having a little bit smaller gym like we have here at Hamilton Heights. When the band is here, they sure fill up the building.
Yeah, it rocks.
You can just feel the enthusiasm, and you can feel the enthusiasm of these Huskies fans, but they're not feeling 100% comfortable yet, but they certainly do like this 10-point lead with 4:36 remaining here in regulation. Von Felt, who's taken over for Hochstetter. That one is stolen by Chris Chin. Chin goes end to end, makes it an 8-point game.
And he's got back-to-back field goals. So.
Yeah, and this is exactly what the Shamrocks need to do. Von Felt back in the corner. Field thought about taking a three, does not. Takes the jump shot and gets two more. All the way end-to-end action once again, and Zach Banks picks up point number 12. That one goes out of bounds, and I believe that is going to...
It's going to go to the Huskies.
Yeah, the Huskies have got it. Benji Welsh comes into the game.
He's going to roll the dice. He's bringing Hostetler back in because he needs that defense.
Yeah, with 3:54, I'm not surprised to see him come in since it's under a 10-point lead now.
And they need his ball handling skills, too. I mean,
yeah, if anything, he can take some time off the clock.
Yeah.
But he's got Zach Banks guarding him. Banks is right on him. Pennington gets it over to Leininger. Leininger back to Hochstetler. In the corner, Pennington brings it out front. Etchison. Huskies seem to be content not to take anything but a good shot here, Perry.
Not a bad deal. I mean,
Finally, the foul is called, and I think that's probably going to go against Chin, number 12. That'll be his third. Only the fourth team foul against the Shamrocks.
Sometimes the least fouls is good, but at the end of the game, it gets kind of...
Yeah, when you need to get a stop. Timeout for the Huskies. That's going to be a full timeout, Perry.
Community Health is Central Indiana's leader in providing health care services where and when the patients need them. With any questions, you can contact Community Health at 317-355-7775 or check them out on their website, ecommunity.com. Hamilton County Internet Radio. You can listen 24/7 on Hamilton County Radio. Classic radio shows, mystery and romance theater, westerns, comedy shows with Bob Hope, Abbott and Costello, Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis, mixed with relaxing music and live sports and podcasts. Check out the website on upcoming live broadcast, HamiltonCountyRadio.com.
Terry, speaking of checking things out, look to your left and take a look at our producer-director, Will Wofford, over there.
Yeah,
he is so intently working tonight to bring us this great broadcast. Lucas LeClain up there on the camera tonight. Our executive producer back at the palatial Wofford Penthouse Studios, Jim Wofford back there, and the entire crew is going to be up in Kokomo tomorrow. We get an early call in the morning.
Yes, we do.
We are back to action. Gus Etchison with the ball. I'm sure that Chad Ballinger would like to keep it in his hands or in the hands of Hochstetter. There goes Etchison again. He gets in there, picks up point number 12 and 13, and he's going to get the chance to make it a 3-point play.
The old-fashioned way, Brad.
Yeah.
We don't get to say that very often.
That one's going to go against Benji Welsh, and that'll be the 5th. Do have a substitute coming in for the Shamrocks. That's Camden Simons coming back in.
Simons has done a good job rebounding tonight. So.
And there'll probably be a lot of this alternating back and forth here, offense, defense. 10-point lead for the Huskies. 3 minutes remaining in this one. Make that an 11-point lead. As Gus Etchison picks up his 14th point in his first free throw of the night. Zach Banks setting up the offense for the Shamrocks. Braden Smith. Caleb Welsh. Welsh looking to get the ball back. Gets it to Smith. Smith looking to drive. Gets blocked out. Here comes Chin. Charge.
Yeah, there was no doubt about that. Good job by Leininger to get himself set up there, too.
Yep, he certainly did.
So Chin has 4 also. So.
Well, that could be big for the Shamrocks. That's their 6th. A little bit of precipitation. I shouldn't say precipitation. I guess I should say perspiration on the floor. Not that these guys aren't working up a sweat out there. Nice and warm here in the Husky Dome tonight, so I imagine these guys really are working up a sweat.
Yeah, and it's cold outside, but it's hot in here in the Husky Dome.
2:38 left. 11-point lead for the Huskies. Huskies with the ball.
Yeah, Chad.
He called another timeout.
Yeah, Leininger's not the gentleman you want to have the ball in his hands.
No, he was trapped.
Since the establishment of Church Hidland Antrim in 1880, our neighbors, community leaders,